0017. Tri-Ess is an organization that of crossdressers intended to help those who not only are drawn to this behavior, but those people who are troubled by it, who may love them.
So our 3S's are a Society for the Second Self. Tri-Ess, Society for the Second Self.
Art and Illusion is a guide to cross-dressing, which you have put together, hey? And this, what, is an attempt to just tell them how to make up their eyes?
Well, it's a little bit of everything. It's some philosophy. One of the problems with cross-dressers when they decide that they want to really get into this behavior is they end up dressing like tramps. There is a mental image of a woman inside that...
They look like hookers.
Yeah, they usually look like hookers. And what I've attempted to do here is...
Now we're going to hear from the hookers and say, wait a minute.
Basic guidelines for makeup and how to pick the right size clothes and how to figure out, you know, what size shoes you wear and those kinds of things.
I have lots of that.
I have a question. Where most of you are divorced or not married, the other couple at the end is married. She said their marriage was just okay, they hardly talked. Now when he came out of the closet, so-called, the relationship has gotten so much better, they've gotten closer. Do you feel maybe you had an attraction to women and were unaware of it?
No, not at all. I think the problem in the marriage prior to coming out of the closet was lack of communication, and I think that was based on the fact that Rhonda simply had not yet accepted herself.
And not having known for 7 years, our sexual relationship was well established even before we were married, so it had nothing to do with that.
Lots of wisdom here.
When I have a child, and when I decided to have a child, I decided to do the best I could. Now, I have to say that if one of you gentlemen were my father, I don't think that I could grow up to be a normal, happy person. Certainly, there are a lot of things that we might want to do, but isn't there, you know, we need to be responsible when we have children and to
The girl children are more accepting of their father dressing up, but not living in a situation like that, it'd be very difficult for you to say that, especially with the love and admiration you do have for your father.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know, as the lady said, what's going to become of the children? In 20 years, is your psychotic child going to be the perpetrator of my innocent victim?
They don't think that this...
I don't have any psychotic children, so I wouldn't know.
I think I would be if I had to look at my father in fingernails and dresses every day.
Well, wait a minute. First of all, the children don't see their father dressed that way every day. In fact, the children have never seen that.
If I just saw it once, then I would even be more worried, because I know there was a problem.
I would hope that regardless of what my son grows up to be, that I would be able to accept him.
Regardless of that, I just hope
as
that
a person
some
for whatever
innocent victim
he is.
isn't going to be the byproduct of your son's madness from
Over
you.
here. Please let me. Yes.
Quickly, I'd like to applaud the four individuals. I think if you're strong enough to be here today, you're probably strong enough to lead a very healthy, good life in a lot of ways, and you've got a lot of honesty, and I applaud you for it.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
To keep hurting people to get drugs, then they should be applauded too?
Yeah.
You may not be living sexually active homosexual lives, but when you're dressed as women, do you not have some inclination toward men? What is your sexual orientation when you take on a woman's name and a woman's makeup?
I believe that you would be interested in this behavior without having some sort of feeling.
We want to look like a woman, not be a woman.
Right. My desire is to be accepted as a woman by other women.
Yeah. Over here.
What do your friends think in the summer when they see that your legs are shaved and stuff like that?
The hair grows out.
Yeah.
Most of them don't notice.
How would you feel if your father came home and you saw him dressed as a...
Couldn't answer that question, but I hope I would love him enough.
Yeah.
Do any of you ever want to be treated? Is there any such thing as a cure for this type of thing?
There is no cure.
There is no cure.
Everybody has fantasies in their lives, but what about good old-fashioned self-control that we all exert on ourselves?
It doesn't work with this kind of compulsive behavior.
Society is falling into this. They're accepting someone...
And that's the trouble. The more tolerant we become, pretty soon everybody's going to be weird.
Men... No. You'll find, if you go to the a men's store, you'll find sweaters. You're not sure if they're for women or for men.
I know.
They're lovely colors.
And that's great. When I can't tell whether it's for a guy or a gal, I think that's great.
Bill, is there any chance of this behavior running its course, or will they continue this into old age?
This behavior will last as long as the human animal roams the earth. We promise you that, and we'll be back in just a moment. Look at this. This is your photo, Marriott, up there. That's This male in front of the picture, that's him as a child with his mother in the portrait. You wanted to say, Bonnie?
I wanted to say that we're here not just for our own exposure, but as an educational enterprise. And there are literally thousands of women and men out there who need support, who need someone to talk to, who need help. Please, get a hold of Tri-Ess, get a hold of us, talk to someone.
Services provided and promotional fees paid by the following.
We're here.